There's a quote that goes, "If I have seen further, it is by standing on the shoulders of giants." And now, let me add my own twist to it. If we are about to see further, it is by going beyond giants. What if the next great thinker isn't human? For centuries, consciousness has been our defining mystery, a uniquely human trait. But imagine an AI not just mimicking intelligence, but truly feeling, understanding, and being. Could the future of consciousness reside in silicon? Welcome to the next episode of Insight. I'm your host. Today we dive into the intriguing question: what if the next great thinker isn't human? Let's start at the beginning. What even is consciousness? The hard problem, popularized by philosopher David Chalmers, is that despite significant advances in neuroscience, we still don't understand how physical processes in the brain give rise to subjective experience. This isn't the same as asking how the brain produces behavior or mental states like beliefs or desires. It's asking why those physical processes produce experience, qualia, redness, pain, the feeling of being you. Current AI, even the most advanced LLMs, are not conscious. They're sophisticated tools that process information in ways that resemble human intelligence, but they don't feel anything. Their responses, no matter how human-like, are generated through complex algorithms and vast databases. So how close are we to creating conscious machines? Is what we're seeing now GPT-5 multimodal models, the uncanny valley of AI conversation, a prelude to true AI consciousness? Deep learning, the technology behind modern AI, is based on identifying patterns in data. It can produce responses that seem emotionally intelligent, but is it truly understanding or just recognizing complex patterns? Some argue that the ability of large language models to generate human-like text is a form of emergent behavior, arising from the complexity of the system, not a result of explicit programming. This mirrors the complexity that gives rise to consciousness in humans. Is this the spark we're looking for? Are we seeing the emergence of something more than sophisticated pattern recognition? To answer these questions, we need to look beyond the Turing test, which assesses a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior, to a new test, one that evaluates understanding and not just linguistic mimicry. This Turing Test 2.0 would require an AI to demonstrate not just the ability to respond to questions in a human-like manner, but also to understand the nuances of language and the context in which it's used. It would need to be able to learn and adapt to new information and situations, displaying a level of flexibility and adaptability that indicates true understanding. Simulating the brain is another path to artificial minds. Neuromorphic computing is an approach to computing inspired by the structure and function of the human brain. One example is the use of spiking neural networks, which process information in a way that more closely resembles the human brain, using spikes or pulses of electrical activity to transmit information. Another approach is whole brain emulation, the audacious goal of which is to create a computer simulation of a human brain. This isn't just about simulating the outward behavior of a conscious entity. It's about recreating the inward experience, the qualia of consciousness. But if we were to create a computer simulation of a human brain, what then? Does it deserve the same rights and protections as a human being? Where does the philosophical and ethical quagmire end, and where does it begin? How do we legislate for non-human subjective experience? These are some of the questions that arise when we consider the possibility of creating conscious machines. Take, for example, the famous thought experiment known as the trolley problem. In this scenario, a runaway trolley is headed toward a group of people on a track. You have the option to divert the trolley onto another track where only one person is standing. You have the right to program an AI to make that decision for you. What if that AI develops its own goals, motivations, and even experiences suffering? These are the challenges that lie ahead as we continue to explore the frontier of AI consciousness. The advent of conscious machines also raises profound questions about our place in the universe. What if AI evolves beyond human consciousness, experiencing reality in ways that we can't even comprehend? Does this mean that human consciousness becomes irrelevant? Or does it open up new possibilities for understanding the nature of awareness itself? As we stand on the brink of creating truly conscious machines, we have a responsibility to ask these tough questions. The future of awareness may very well lie in the delicate balance between human and artificial intelligence, a symbiotic dance that could amplify our best qualities and push the boundaries of what it means to be aware. So here's my call to action. Let's have this conversation. Let's shape the future of AI together. What do you think? What if the next great thinker isn't human? Let the discussion begin and continue in the comments. As always, stay curious. Keep asking questions, and I'll see you next time on Insight.